Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Resangga Alfira from Class E Academic Presentation. So today I would like to present my thesis proposal. The title is Don't do plagiarism, but give me a reason. So the researcher we would like to talking about the plagiarism in university, especially in Yogyakarta. And so let's move to the background of the study. Okay, plagiarism is act of stealing people works in Latin language. Plagiarism means thief or kidnapper. How it all begins, the researcher concerned with plagiarism in Indonesia, especially in Yogyakarta. There are a lot of university in Yogyakarta. Some have done with anti-plagiarism, but There are there are states universities that have not carried out the anti-plagiarism movement. So many cases of plagiarism in certain university are not detected. For the small example is the teacher do not command the student to doing some Turnitin before they submit essay or paper. Okay. There are many characteristics of people who do it plagiarism, but researchers conclude there are some characteristics of people who did plagiarism. The first example, recognize the work of other into their work. The second is recognize the findings other into their own findings. Third, present the work of other without telling their origin or for summarize and the paraphrase by naming the source. Okay. After that, the researcher would like to discuss about the research question. Especially, I have two research question, but in this presentation, I just show you about the one research question, and I will choose how to avoid plagiarism as perceived by the student. So the researcher focus on the how to avoid. So and the information will get from the student. Yes, maybe from I will get information of student before my semester, maybe 1 2 3 or 4 semester. Okay, let's move to the literature review. According to the regulation of the Minister of National Education of the Republic of Indonesia, number 17 of 2010, plagiarism is deliberate act in obtaining a scientific work by quoting part or all of the scientific work or another part recognized as it scientific work without stating the exact source. So the people who uh, steal the work but they do not stating the exact of source. Consuan et al. 2009 state that the reason that motivation student to plagiarism is the goal to get good grades and to compare their success to their peers. So in this article, Consuan said that the reason why motivate student to plagiarism is the goal from the parent maybe, or the parent demand to their son to get good grades, so the student feel that they want to make uh, their parent happy, but they using wrong way, or the student compare with the friend with good grades, so it's maybe jealous for the grades, so the student did plagiarism. Okay, let's move to methodology. In this thesis proposal and my title, do not plagiarism but give me reason, using a mixed method. Okay, for in the start the video, I show my research question. I have two research question. For the first is how to avoid plagiarism by passive student, and the second is different gender influence can influence student do plagiarism. So for the one research question, maybe or not maybe, I decide to using interview for my collecting data. Yeah, for collecting data, I will decide to interview. And the second is gender differences gender can influence student to get to motivate this plagiarism is using questionnaire for the collecting data. Uh, After that, the researcher conclude that the the researcher decide to uh, using mixed method for the target participant. The researcher or me is using, or the target is college student, of course, because the title do not do plagiarism but give me a reason, especially in Yogyakarta University. So of course, I will get data or information uh, with a college student, and the setting place and time, because I'm from Muhammadiyah of Yogyakarta University. Of course, I will get data from my before my semester and student before my semester. Of course, in English education department, education department. So I will get information and data from there, and I will have two tapes for for the collecting data, interview and questionnaire. For the first is maybe I will get data from interview. After that, I will get data with a questionnaire. I will collect data from my lecture, and then I will try to make some group, and then I will doing interview. And for the questionnaire, maybe I will come to the class, and then I will show my questionnaire and my research research question. So the student will submit with Google Form. Okay, I think it's enough for me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.